Welcome back, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. Your favorite part of the Monday edition is right here, and we're glad that you and I would not miss it. Now, today we are talking to a very, I would say, a very big fish. We fished him out.
Yes,
out of the pool of the NDC, the biggest opposition party in Ghana, and it's your favorite, Mr. Kofi Adams, former national organizer for the NDC, and currently swept so much and won by a very impressive margin the primaries at the Boem constituency. Congratulations and welcome to Prime Morning, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity, and good morning to you, and good morning to the viewers.
Good morning. It's good to have you in the studios.
Thank you, Jay.
So we've been reading about you. We've learned a lot about you. Your name happens to be one of the names that, when you mention in both in old time and new time, in the world of politics, people look up to you a lot. But I know your life has been a journey. But let's swing away from politics for a bit, and then let's get to know you better. I always like to do personality interviews, and we start off with your childhood times, we can come into your school times, family life, beyond that, and all those special moments in your life that you recall that, one way or the other, they will serve as heavy and major influences to a lot of people who look up to you as well.
So we'll just work our way all up until when the president gave you a phone call, former president gave you a phone call.
Anyway, that's a difficult one, because you really didn't have it easy growing up, even though I happened to be the last of seven. Yeah, last of seven. And we have 4 boys, 3 girls.
Same mother, same father?
Same mother, same father.
Wow.
And growing up, as I told you, has not been easy, but I'm happy that I had such life, and it has helped me in many ways, reaching where I've reached, because like saying sometimes where it's impossible, you are able to make it possible because of the growing up, the upbringing, and so on and so forth. You have faced a lot of challenges. I have to change schools a number of times.
Let's get deeper. Did you come from a rich home, or
no.
Your father and your mom had seven of you?
Yeah.
And how to cater for everyone?
Yeah.
I mean, it's another. We're talking money in relationships and marriages just a few seconds, ago. And I want to ask, what did you come from? How did it work out for you?
By grace of God, had good education, and I must say that. I was listening to your last one program. That's before I came on. Marriage is something you go in for life. So if you go in with the intent of keeping certain things away, then you are not into a marriage. It means that you are into it for some other motives, because you shouldn't be thinking of, in case of divorce, what happens, because that's not. The intent of marriage is not to go in so that you step out at a certain time. So you go in fully prepared, that you are putting your resources and every logistics that you have together to bring up what God will bless you in the course of the marriage, if you are lucky to be blessed with kids. So our parents were able to put their little resource together to give us a good education. So went through the processes and finally got into a secondary school in Okajakrum. I wasn't too pleased with the competition there, so I sought transfer to Bishop Herman College in my second term. And so I went to Bishop Herman College, finished my secondary education there, and got admitted to University of Ghana. And by 1998, left University of Ghana and did my service in Bremen Eskuma Secondary School, taught in Bremen Eskuma Secondary School for a year, and then moved on to Adesada College, where I taught for a number of years. But along the line, was engaging in all this, I've been an active political person right from the days in Legon.
Okay.
So I was combining my political activity with the teaching profession that I was engaged in because, of course, the laws allowed it. So I got elected along the line as a constituency secretary for Isikumo Odobin Brakwa, became a regional youth organizer for Central Region. And so I was combining these activities. And by the 2005 internal elections, I sought elections as Deputy National Youth Organizer. So then the responsibilities became even much more and daunting because my boss then, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, was a member of parliament. And we were going into a very critical election of 2008. So that was where I opted to vacate my job as a teacher in Adsada College, just so to focus much more on party work. Then around that same time, President Rawlings also invited me to help in his office. So it was leaving one job and then getting into another job.
There are lots of details in what you said that we've skipped. Let's come back to school. What were some of your favorite subjects when you were in school?
Oh, sure. I was a science person, so I enjoyed mathematics so much, and I really will wish that we make the teaching of mathematics a bit more easier.
Wow.
Because it's a subject that can really improve your analytics.
Thank you for this clarion call.
We make the teaching of mathematics, which is a very key subject that helps the kids, so difficult. And sometimes the teachers of the subject themselves frighten the kids. But one good thing about me is that I love something that you try to put fear in. If you frighten me that something is this, something is that, I want to see what makes it difficult. And so maybe that helped me. Right. But that also kept so many persons away from that particular subject.
I'm quite curious. At what age did you have your first girlfriend?
I was going to ask the same question.
First girlfriend. I don't know. You know, these days, there's when you say girlfriend, people have all kinds of
don't worry.
Definition. But then I, first and foremost, I went to a mixed basic school, and so I have female friends who are female, so I could call them girlfriends.
Okay.
Then I went to a boys' school, so. During that period in school, because it was all boys' school, it was so difficult to have time getting out of school just so to visit female friends. So I can't talk much.
So let me make the question even easier. At what age did you fall in love?
That should be at age 21.
Okay.
That should be at age 21.
Are you married to the same person?
Yes.
Oh, wow, interesting. I was just going to ask how you met this beautiful lady.
Right.
Yeah, tell us how you met her.
Oh, she's somebody I have known for a very long time. We all come from the same town. Luckily for me, I didn't marry from someone that I didn't know so much. And so possibly that explains why our marriage have been very stable despite the challenges of the work that we do, because we've known each other so well and that close. We knew our parents so well. We knew our siblings so well. So we have grown together. We've been in this relationship for more than 22 years and still counting.
Wow. There's a lot to pick from you. One of the interesting things that I'm very sure a lot of people got to know you for was you becoming the spokesperson for the former president. How did you meet Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings?
That's, I've kept this for when I write, but then you've asked me. I'll try and see if I can open
some doors for
a little of it. Our very first encounter happened after the 95 students demonstration. You know, we had some very serious demonstration in this country and walked through. So we were kingpins of that. Even though I must say I was a member of the NDC, and then the NDC was in power then, let me put it that way. But we still thought that issues that affected students affected all. It didn't matter. It's not like today where you can see clear issues affecting the youth, but somebody thinks that, oh, because it's my party that is in power, let me not talk about it. In the past, it used not to be like that. We were trained, especially in the NDC, to be able to present the issues as they were, especially those that affected the young persons, because that is their future. So we went on this demonstration, and as usual of him, he would want to hear beyond the demonstration noise and what the officialdom may brief him. So he has his own network of finding out who he can listen to. So that was about our first direct encounter. But you know, to be invited to come and tell it to a president is not an easy thing.
One thing raising the placard.
Another thing, yeah, saying it in front of him. But he makes the environment so relaxing for you to be able to speak. And that is one thing about President Rawlings that many people who are not close to him don't know. They think that this is a person you cannot work with, he is difficult. No, when you get close, and that is why he always makes a lot of friends and a lot of lovers, because once you get close to him, is this the person I've been hearing from people, I've been reading about? You will be so surprised that he's one person that when he feels that an environment is too stiff, he will crack a joke for everybody to feel relaxed, so you can offer your best. What he wants is that, let's sit around the table, let's talk, bring your idea, let me bring mine. Let's debate over it, and let's come to an agreement. Sometimes, yes, you will do it, he will still think that, his way should be the way. And surprisingly, when you go and it doesn't work, he will come back and tell you, oh, Chief, your way would have been better. That's him. So
signs of a leader.
Yeah. No, I've worked with leaders, but he's just one, and he influenced by the way I related with people and still relate with people up till now.
1995 riots might be one of the occasions that I'm sure in your life you'll never forget. And then beyond that, I'm sure there are other moments that, when you close your eyes and then you imagine it would never leave you. But I'm giving you time to think through about some of the most unforgettable moments in your life. When we come back, we'll be asking you that. A quick break, don't go away. We're talking to Mr. Kofi Adams this morning on Prime Morning.
For me, if you had one person to read his or his mind, who would that person be? If you had the power to read minds, whose mind would you be reading?
To read mind?
Yes.
Wow. I don't have that power, so I don't know whether to wish.
If you got the opportunity to get that power.
But it will never out to be reading mind. One thing I try not to do is to really spend so much energy trying to read people's minds. The first and foremost is for me to be able to do the best. That I believe strongly that I'm offering my best to whoever comes into contact with me.
Not even your wife.
I'm saying that what I try to do is to be the best husband to my wife and the best father to my kids, yes. And
unfortunately, you couldn't get enough time off Mr. Kofi Adams this morning, but our time is up. We have to go. Thank you so much, very much, sir. And I know it's a heavy season, for the likes of you. We're wishing you all the best in your career, and we'll find a nickname for you very soon.
Very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is good living. We'll see you. Take care. Giddy up.